How you doing, YouTube? Fucking this fucking guy.
Yeah.
What the fuck's going on here?
Middle of nowhere, drinking some crazy rebottled.
Who the fuck knows? Who the fuck knows what's going on right now? My name's Matt. I do massive beer reviews. This guy here is Chris something or other?
Yeah.
Steltz?
Yeah,
maybe?
that's fine.
I don't
Good
know.
enough. Close enough.
Yeah.
That's good.
Beer Geek Nation in the house. He came up today. I do a radio show. He came up and we hung out, drank a couple beers. He needs to get on the motherfucking road, yeah. But we figured we would try to jam a beer review in because why not? So
When in Rome.
When in Rome, exactly. We're going to try to do this sucker, which is a special. It's special. That makes it even better. Special smoked edition, Saison de Mer. That's consensus. Think that might be how it's pronounced. We're probably butchering the living fuck out of it.
It's the English version of what the beer.
Yeah, and it says product of Belgium. Now this is a B United product. B United comes from Oxford, Connecticut, kind of like right on the New York border. They do a bunch of bottling, rebranding of beers. So I don't know how this actually made it into the States because these are B United kind of bottles. I've had a bunch of beers from them. They come in just these bottles, so I think they might have gotten kegs and rebottled them. Who fucking cares?
Again,
whatever.
The legality of that doesn't seem legit, but okay.
This is called the gray hour.
Yeah.
That's basically what's going on right now.
The gray area.
Other than what's on the front, on the back, it just says this edition of Saison de Mer is blended with a portion of something other, and this is brewed. I'm not going to pronounce that shit.
German.
Yeah. German. There you go. See, using artisan water, barley, and wheat malt, Belgian candied sugar, hops, yeast, and the result is a smoky, dry, hoppy, fruity, and slightly veiled beer. That's pretty much it. Warning, bullshit, all that stuff. So, yeah. We're playing it loose, hard, loose, fast, soft, whatever the fuck you want to talk about. Now, a smoked Saison. I don't know if I've ever had.
Yeah, that's a first.
I've had like smoked malt beers, smoked Saisons. I don't know. So let's see what the sucker has.
A little bit of that campfire in there. It's like a sweet smoke.
Very subtle, like weedy, like almost like it threw some wheat on a fire and then yanked it out real quick and blew it off.
Yeah.
Like, we're not going to get it too burnt up.
A little bit of lemon, a little bit like citrus, like a generic kind of
citrus. A lot of citrus I actually get. Like a heaping helping of, like you said, generic citrus. Not necessarily a lemon or a lime or a orange or anything like that.
A little bit phenolic. Smoke doesn't dominate, but it's definitely there.
I do get a sweetness, like a Belgian candied sugar sweetness of like... I don't know if it's like a brown sugar or like a clear sugar, but it's sweet nonetheless. It almost smells like if a Saison had a bipolar attack and didn't know if it wanted to be a triple or a Saison.
I was going to say, it reminds me of a triple. That's that sweetness.
Yeah, so it's like somewhere in between. Does it smell impactful? No, but it smells pretty rounded, pretty dense. It doesn't smell like a thin beer. I think that's the problem
when I see smoked beers. You're either all in or all out. It's like... Sometimes they go way too far, sometimes they don't go far enough. This smells like it has a good balance between smoke and the actual beer, at least in the aroma.
And blind is a totally different ball game, but if you gave this to me and I didn't know what it is, I wouldn't say smoked beer.
I don't know that I would either.
Yeah, I would say maybe it's a burnt kind of malt, maybe
there's
it's toasty malt.
There's something there, but I don't know that I'd call it smoked if I didn't know.
Yeah. Let's dive into this.
Cheers.
Cheers. I could drink 5,000 of those.
Yeah, it's really clean.
A little weird astringency on the back end for me.
Skunkiness.
Yeah.
Skunkiness.
Yeah.
It's like skunky smoke.
Yeah, skunky smoke.
Yeah. Definitely getting citrus, that dry kind of wheat Saison.
Yeah, it tastes like a beer that has good intentions that maybe went astray.
But if they're rebottling this shit, who knows what they're doing with it? That's really weird to me that they would do that.
In the fact, I don't know if they're actually doing it. It doesn't say it on the label itself, but this is just based off history of what I know. Maybe they are. I still like it.
It is a green bottle, not the ideal situation for a beer.
But for this beer, no. But the weird part is that green bottles have come back in the whatever whatever the word you want to use it is, with sour beers. Like a lot of people are trying to get green bottles to have that kind of funkiness going on.
The one that I think pulls it off with a green bottle effectively, and it actually adds to the taste, is Saison DuPont.
Yeah.
They're all green bottles, but they have a little bit of skunkiness, but it actually kind of works.
Adds to the
for
beer
Yeah.
instead of taking it away.
Right.
The skunkiness in this isn't overt to the point where it's not enjoyable.
No.
But it's
It's
also
just by refined palate picking that.
exactly.
Yeah,
It's
right.
top notch. You could smell the rich mahogany from there, can't you, motherfucker?
Yeah.
It's not a positive, but it's not an overt negative.
No, it's not terrible. It's there. Not a lot of smokiness, very subtle.
The mouthfeel is awesome.
Yeah.
It's got this really full, creamy mouthfeel to it.
Almost like it smells like a campfire, kind of tastes more like a cigarette type of smoke, for lack of a better word.
Ashtray maybe. That's the funkiness you're getting on the end of skunkiness kind of lends to that. Because that's like one of my biggest knocks, like when beers go sideways, like to call out like a bigger beer, like when Guinness came out with their black lager. Yeah. That drank exactly like cigarette ashes to me. And I think it was how it was produced.
Yeah.
But it's a fun beer, but that at the end, that little funkiness, that skunkiness at the end, kind of, it doesn't hurt it, but it doesn't make you bring it to next level.
Yeah, it's an odd beer.
Yeah,
not bad.
I'm glad I drank it.
Yeah.
Let's put it this way, but I'm not going to buy another bottle. I think it's 6.9. It is 6.9. So yeah, fun beer. Okay. Definitely funky. Actually, you know what? This is a beer that I would expect to drink if I was actually in Europe and I was going from place to place and drinking a beer, and I'd get this.
This would be a fantastic food beer.
Oh, yeah.
With like barbecue or something.
That balance out that fucking funkiness and
cut
like bring a little bit of sweetness.
It's got the smoke and the sweetness in there to really help balance out the food. And it says it's hoppy. And you definitely do get that hoppiness. It's again a generic type of citrus, but it is hoppy.
Yeah, but you get a lot of that, I would say, like old school earthy English style hop in it, like that hops. Tea herbally kind of vibe.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's cool beer. I dig it. You grade it. What would you rate it if you're gonna grade something? Grade it, baby.
C plus. C plus.
Okay.
B minus somewhere there.
C plus, B minus from him. For me, I would say if you like what we like this. If you like green bottle beers, if you like actually a lot of saisons and just Belgian Goldens or Belgian triples that you're old school. You drank beers back in the day and the beer sat way too long. That's kind of the vibe. It's a fresh beer. It doesn't taste like it sat too long, but I'm getting this kind of like oldness out of it. So if you're into that kind of shit, you'll dig it. If you're into ashtrays, you'll dig it.
It seems like it promises a lot of things and doesn't really deliver.
Yeah, it's totally a sultry bird that it's a strip club is what it is. It shows you a leg, pulls it back, and it doesn't give you everything you want. But at the same time,
exactly, a strip club in a bottle.
Yeah, it's strip club. Yeah, glitter and fucking cocoa butter, baby. So there you go. I mean, I'm done. Are you done? Yeah. There you go. Review done.
That's it.
Me, Master Beers, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Untapped. Where are they going to find
Geek Nation, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram,
everywhere,
YouTube.
son. So there you go. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying your beer. Probably better than this, but at the same time, I don't want to poop on it that bad. And hope to see you next time.
Cheers.
Cheers.